Okay, so we begin this week's Raw with an ambulance showing up. Who's on the ambulance? Ryback. Ryback then cuts a very bizarre promo where he called everyone lost souls and that the fans know nothing of nutrition and education. And they don't know what it's like to wake up and want to be the very best. Like no one ever was. To catch them is my real quest. To train them is my cause. But Ryback doing a live promo and then calling everybody lost souls. What was missing was some random snarls to give it that nice warrior-esque feeling to it. All in all, not a bad promo. It just seemed really bizarre from the guy to go from feed me more and Ryback rules to calling the fans lost souls. It seemed really bizarre. But he's challenging John Cena to an ambulance match. Okay. Haven't seen one of those in a while, but, you know, that should be a decent match. So you begin the first actual contest. It's a tag match. Miz and Jericho versus Barrett and Fandango. Decent amount of back and forth, and then Fandango decides that he wants to just start dancing. So he blares music. And then he begins dancing. So he's Barrett by himself. To take pretty much all the finishers, and then tap out to the figure four. Miz and Jericho chase off Fandango, or Fandango. And then Jericho dances with Summer Rae. T's going for a kiss. Puts a hand up, kind of brushes her off. And it was, decent opening contest. You had the opportunity to vote for a later match. So who would Swagger face? The Great Khali, R-Truth, or Randy Orton? Of course, the E picks Randy Orton. Decent match, lots of back and forth. Orton gets the victory. Overall, pretty solid. There was a Divas match where Layla took on AJ. Not a very good match, but AJ did win with her Black Widow finisher. And Layla had to tap out by tapping AJ's booty. There actually was a scroll, like the next match, for the Twitter feed that someone mentioned that that's how they would take the Black Widow every day from AJ if they had to tap out like that. That was kind of interesting that someone actually paid that much attention to a Divas match. The Shield, the Hounds of Justice, they had a 6-man tag match against Bryan, Kofi, and Kane. So they came out and did a nice promo. Kane and Daniel Bryan, you can tell they got some issues. Bryan thinks he's a weak link. Kane is like, man, it happens. We lost a match. It's going to be fine. This match, I think, was like a half an hour long match. It was just everything. It was a solid, fantastic, great match with Kane getting pinned. Normally in the 6-man tag matches, Daniel Bryan's been getting pinned off. This time it was Kane. Nice match, great all over the place. That did fantastic work when it came to the Shield. Cody Rhodes had a one-on-one match with Zack Ryder. This match actually must have started on the app, because when they came back live, they're already in the ring. They did not get theme music. Cody got the victory, and afterwards, Ryback threw Ryder into the back of the ambulance. Okay. Decent. Not bad, not bad. Big E Langston took on Upper Del Rio. Solid match, pretty good. I like the fact that Del Rio just worked the arm and won't go for the arm breaker almost every opportunity he had. It was nice. It made for a pretty good match. A little bit of outside interference. Big E hits the big ending. 1, 2, 3. Not bad match. Yeah, pretty solid. I'm trying to figure out any matches. Tag match. Singles match. Yeah, that's the majority of the matches. Oh, and then Paul Heyman decided that he was going to reveal his new client. A client who will join the long list of names, like The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk. That's the man that brought you ECW. So he brought to light people like Rob Van Dam. He really brought the luchadors to the States, and Japanese wrestlers. All of Paul Heyman's lineage was ultimately displayed, and then they have him announce to a remix of his father's theme music, Curtis Axel. Don't know who that is? Well, he took his father's name, Curt Hennig. And his father was the Axe Hennig. Larry the Axe. So Curtis Axel. Yeah, Michael McGillicuddy comes out to a remix of Mr. Perfect's theme song. Works really well. It sounded great. So Heyman is playing him up as best as he can. And it's just like, oh, McGillicuddy. Okay. Okay. H comes out, even though he's not medically cleared by the doctors to, and then challenges Curtis Axel to a match for the main event. Axel gets very little offense in. It's pretty much entirely Triple H. And then they go outside the ring. H works him over a little bit more. And Axe is kind of tired. And he really just can't seem to keep on going. So you might have a concussion. No one did an X, so it seems like it's storyline driven, but it just seemed really bizarre. It was like, so did Little Perfect, did he get a victory? Was this match thrown out? Is it a draw? Is it a... You don't just be like, oh, H on the outside of the ring. I've counted like 100. It should have been a count-out victory for Curtis Axel, or it should be a no contest, or like winner by forfeit or default. They should have had some sort of closure to that match. And they didn't. So you end with Triple H kind of like writhing around on the ground with the medical crew talking to him. Oh, that's right, me too. Sheamus had a match with Titus O'Neil. That was a solid match with Sheamus getting the victory. It's just a bizarre way to end Raw with Triple H kind of writhing on the floor.